What up, what up? This is OG, back into the topic, back into the video. So the title of this video is going to be the 2 M's about women that men should know about. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage, you better yourselves. So once again, I'm out here, it's raining. It's not as raining as bad as what it was last time I was out here, so that's a good thing. I was getting drenched the last time, but this is like more like a mist. But it is not really cold. I got the hoodie on because I didn't want to get my locks wet because they still haven't locked all the way. So I'm still trying to, get them trained. But I'm sweating like crazy right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this video out so I can get back in the crib and take this hoodie off, right? So let's get into it. Well, I'm gonna speak pretty loud too because it's fresh out of trap right now, and of course it's raining. So the rain on the road is making even more noise. So I apologize. Pretty soon I'm gonna get the iPhone 16, and the iPhone 16 has a mic that's similar to like noise cancellation for AirPods. It's kind of crazy. You might want to look that up or whatever. I saw it on a video a couple days ago, and literally, if I'm talking on the phone right now, I can literally push a button and it'll drown out all the background noise, and basically it'll sound like I actually have a mic in front of me talking. It's crazy. Technology is something else, y'all. Let's get into it. So, the 2 M's about women that men should know about. I'm pretty sure that women that is watching this video right now have already guessed the 2 M's. And, from what I see in my analytics, the average person that watched my channel is between the ages of 35 and 45. So, if you don't know these 2 M's, then I don't know what to tell you guys. But this is more like, not necessarily like bringing awareness to the 2 M's, but basically this video is going to give you some insight on how you should approach it when it comes to your woman. Because, these 2 M's can really disrupt a woman's life. And of course, women are emotional, right? But men are not. So a lot of times men don't really understand what's going on, and they get frustrated, they get upset, all these other things. And then you got 2 upset people at each other, and and all it takes is a little bit of understanding and some knowledge, and a lot of those things that would upset you will be alleviated, right? So the 2 M's I'm talking about is menstrual cycle and menopause. I'm pretty sure women do not like these 2 things at all. And once these 2 things are over in a woman's life, if a woman lives long enough, I'm pretty sure they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe all these 2 things I don't got to worry about anymore. I'm living my best life, right? But, of course, not going to belabor the topic when it comes like what a menstrual cycle is and what menopause is, because I'm pretty sure that, everybody's watching this video know what it is. If you're kind of young and you don't know what it is, menstrual cycle is what a woman has roughly once a month, and it causes bleeding, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I do know the medical, terminology of it, whatever, but basically it's a thing that a woman has to go through once a month, and every woman's different, so it comes at different times of the month for different women. And some women have serious issues with it, and some women are like, oh, 2 days, I'm done, right? So it all depends on the woman. But this can cause some extremely emotional outbursts when women are going through these things during their menstrual cycle, right? And of course, like I said, if you're a guy that's my age roughly, or between the age of 35 and 45, or even younger, you should understand this, right? But I think that a lot of times, it's like, we don't look at the world through a woman's lens. So what happens is that we understand that she's on a menstrual cycle, but life is lifing, and things are going on. I'm busy. You're busy. The girl's busy, and then we just tend to forget because we're not going through the pain. We're not going through the situation, right? She might have even told us a couple of days before, like, "Hey, I'm about to be on my cycle," and then, like I said, things start going on or whatever in life, and then you're like, man, why the world she's so mad? And then like, oh, okay, that's the reason why she's mad. But by the time you figure it out, she's really upset at you. Like, I can't believe this guy's so insensitive that I told him that I was gonna be on my cycle. Matter of fact, we've been together so long, he should know Let's talk about it, women. He should know what my cycle is. So why is he acting a damn fool right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how women think, y'all. I'm just telling you. So we got to be very sensitive to that. We really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. And it's not about being an alpha male. It's not about being masculine, all these other things. It's just understanding and being sensitive to your woman. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you actually, like, you know, having some compassion for your woman when she goes through those things. It really isn't. That's not taking away your masculinity. That's not taking away your alpha male mentality, none of that. It's just being sensitive to your woman. And I guarantee you get a lot more out of your woman if you're sensitive to those things. When it comes to the menstrual cycle, right? Now let's go into menopause. The final stage of, you know, when a woman can stop having children. So this particular stage in a woman's life is, yeah, I read up on this, and you know, like I said, every woman's different, but I'm telling you, if women have at least half of these things, these symptoms, I feel for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. So a couple of things I found out about menopause, I already knew, because of course I've been raised by women, and I watched women in my family go through this. But of course, they wasn't telling me what was going on because, you know, because I'm a man, I'm their, you know, their family member. It's embarrassing. They're not gonna tell me, but you know, but I did find out through like, you know, not necessarily eavesdropping or like, you know, anything like that. Just, you know, random conversation. I walk into the room and, you know, they're talking about something, and I just so happen to hear it, you know, stuff like that. And then of course I have a wife. She's not going through menopause right now, but you know, if she lived long enough, Lord willing, she will. So anyway, some of the symptoms of menopause is irregular menstrual cycle, right? They didn't say it like that in the article, but I'm gonna say it, you know, that way, so I don't get flagged by YouTube and talking crazy. But yeah, so basically your menstrual cycle starts to become wacky, right? Which can be very frustrating for women, I'm pretty sure, and very irritating. It said women can have night sweats. So basically, night sweats meaning hot flashes. So you know, you may have your woman like all of a sudden like in the house like, oh my God, I'm so hot, I need to take the shirt off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's something about menopause. What else they said? Cramps was another symptom. Irritability, which is obvious. You know what I'm saying? Also, when it comes to you know, being intimate, they said that you know, that the I'm not gonna say the word. Like I said, YouTube is kind of crazy when it comes to you saying certain things. But basically, what I'm gonna say about that is that, you know, if you're intimate, you know, the thing could be a little dry, right? That's a symptom of menopause. So, anyways, I'm not gonna, you know, go through all, you know, the things when it comes to menopause. But once again, it's another thing that men need to be sensitive to when it comes to their woman, because, you know, like I said, just like a menstrual cycle, guys could be, you know, in a situation or in a mind state where they're just not really thinking about those things. And I mean, I'm not giving guys an excuse when it comes to them not being sensitive and forgetting about it. But it's human nature, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things that if you're not the one going through it, then it's like you get numb to the situation and you get kind of complacent. And it's like, you know, in the back of my mind, I know she's going through these things. But like I said, I'm not the one, you're not the one going through the pain. You're not the one going through the frustration. You're not the one going through the emotional roller coaster. So it gets easy for a guy to become very complacent and just not sensitive to those things. So the only suggestion I have to guys when it comes to that is like, I mean, treat it like work. You know what I'm saying? Like, put a notification on your phone and say like, okay, like once a week I'm gonna get my wife flowers, or you know, every 2 days I'm gonna ask her, hey, how you doing? How you feel? You want to go out to you know, to dinner, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just make it a routine to check up on your woman all the time. You should be doing these things you should be doing these things anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a guy, I don't think guys really understand how important it is for you to give your woman a lot of attention. I'm not saying for you to dote over your woman. All I'm saying is that, you know, even a woman that's very inner masculine, even those kind of women like a lot of attention, or they need attention to a certain degree. It's not like they want to be hard all the time. They want somebody to, to be paying attention to them. I mean, just sitting beside your woman and just, watching TV or like reading a book but beside each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do this with my wife all the time. Just doing those little things like that can really make a difference. But those 2 M's I'm talking about in this video are things that women really, really, really struggle with. At least some women. I would say almost most, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm not gonna make a generalization when it comes to that, because I'm not a woman. I'm never gonna have those 2 things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and try to be an expert about it, and I'm not gonna talk about it like I'm really gonna be in that situation, because I'm not, right? I'm just seeing this from a man's perspective, and I'm trying to give men perspective as far as how they should approach those 2 M's, because it can be frustrating. It really can. And that's not taking anything from the woman, because the woman is going through more frustration than you are. You know what I'm saying? But us men, I'm telling you, sometimes we can be very selfish. We really can. And we just don't take into account the woman's feelings and their emotional roller coaster when it comes to the 2 M's. Let's get to the program, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let's at least try our best effort to be sensitive to the 2 M's that women have. All right? So you want me to discuss a topic or subject thing to benefit you, the channel? Email me at findingfitnessfolk. Email me at findingfitnessfolk, not and, findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address in the description below. This is OG, signing out. I'm gone.